When you think of Cape Cod, you might think about our sunny beaches or the Kennedys, but there's more to our local history than you may realize. The Zion Union Heritage Museum is celebrating its 11th year in Hyannis, and their mission is to highlight the Cape's ethnic and demographic diversity.
We put this together for the integrity of the people. This is the people's house. Our mission is to be a center for people of color of Cape Cod, whether they are African American, Native American, Cape Verdean, and lately Caribbean and Brazilian. We want to be the showcase and the collector of cultural artifacts and stories, so people who live here can come in and learn about who are the other people on Cape Cod.
In the display cases and on the walls, you'll find historical artifacts and the stories of many local Cape Codders. Their newest exhibit highlights Cape Cod's role during the Civil War.
And this year we have the Lewis Hayden exhibit from the Commonwealth Museum in Boston. Lewis Hayden and the Underground Railroad is significant because there were places on the Cape that were part of the Underground Railroad, predominantly along Kings Highway and Route 6A.
Founding members of the church were involved with local politics and raised money to send kids to college during the Civil Rights era. When they decided to move, town preservationists recognized the building's historical and cultural significance.
How do you remember people? In most places, church history or church records tell of life, deaths, and marriages. We believe as community people that whole element would be lost if it moved to the other side of town. This is Main South. This is where the neighborhood was. This is where people who built this church lived. It is their heritage that we derive the name Zion Union Heritage Museum, because the heritage of the people are important and people should remember that folks were here.
This month, resident artist Sean Cassidy presents The Women of Jazz, an art series that expresses his passion for the music and the women who made it.
It's quite an honor to be a part of this institution. I think it's heritage, what it represents, and all that it brings to the community. There's not such an awareness to music's origins, and I just want to honor that. I try to connect the viewer and myself by playing each artist's music while I paint them. So each one is a portrayal of everything that artist has shared with their music.
Everybody has a story to tell. And who hears your story? How is your story incorporated in history? We learn from each other. We may be racially different, but culturally we're the same. America's story is also our story, and that story needs to be expanded.
The Zion Union Heritage Museum is open year-round. For Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rawson.